that can't be good. All right, we're live on YouTube here on the Down the Sideline podcast, and for some reason we can't hear the volume of the video. That just is not going to be a good sign, is it? I'm just going to test this out with some. This is what happens when the boys push me to go live too quickly, Adrian. Welcome to the Down the Sideline podcast. I'll keep trying to talk. Maybe if someone in the comments can tell us if they can't hear us. Yeah, but no, the thing's coming through and it's telling me. And then it's telling me here, so I think we're good to go.
Just run the risk.
No, this is what's happening. See, I've got to change that there, see? I've got to do... Oh, no one's watching anyway. What does it matter? I'll just go edit it in the thing. This is just absolute quality here. Hold on.
You would have thought we would have improved.
Well,
Yeah,
so now it looks like it's working.
Yeah.
So now that says that the mic's coming through. And then the speakers, maybe I've just got the wrong speaker there. There we go. All right, now we're live. There we go. For those, we just wasted a minute and a half of your life. So thanks for watching the Down the Sideline podcast. Who knows if the entrance music worked or not? But we are here, just like Adam Douehi. We said we were going to be here, and then we weren't, then we were, then we weren't, then we were. And that is the lead topic agenda on tonight's show is what the hell is going on with Adam Douehi. And the other talking point from the weekend, which I don't want to talk about, is how good the Sharks are going.
Wowee.
Premiership tilt.
Boldo said it before. He's already celebrating on Monday after the grand final. He's got them a lock. That's what I heard. Was that what you heard?
Oh, I've never seen Boldo so confident in all my years.
This is ridiculous.
In all my years.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
He's calling 20, what was it, 16? He's basically
Mate,
10 years,
yesterday,
10-year anniversary.
Yesterday on the old chat, he went the early crow and he goes, look at us, we're just on fire here. And I was like, that's not the Boldo of old.
I heard him say Trindle's the best half in the game at the moment.
Elite.
That's how well they go. Elite.
Elite.
He said
Nicho.
elite. Nicho, elite. Kennedy, elite. He's just...
Well, they're all very good. There's not disputing that.
No, you said elite. You said you're the best team in the comp right now, and you'd be surprised if you lost.
You know
and that you're taking Tuesday off after the Monday, and you're going to be uncontactable.
I'm loving that we've got a dedicated segment on the Sharks being Premiership favourites.
It's not mine. So good. Well, we'll get to that in a minute, and I will respond to these idiots and ground them on how accurate that may or may not be.
I mean, we're just taking your words, mate.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll talk the Warriors slipping. I'd watch that one pretty closely and how they seem to be struggling with the halves problems and a few other things. The Dolphins, what are they up to? Adrian, horrible night for the Knights.
It's horrible.
What was it?
It was terrible.
Injuries, lost by a point.
We've lost, we'll get into it. We lost the last 3 games by combined 5 points, and we lost arguably two of our best players for the season. And Dylan Brown has done his ACL. He's not back till probably
round 15 next year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this time next year.
Yeah.
And then what? Dylan Lucas was his a broken ankle.
Broken ankle. They said it's really bad too.
Yeah, mate.
When's Ponga back?
Saw it on the screen.
Ponga might miss this week again, so he's got a quad
Oh God,
strain.
you guys are done.
So if Ponga doesn't come back this week, we're in trouble. Big
All
time.
right, which bodes well for the Bulldogs, who seem to be charging towards the finals, despite everything that's going on with them. So then we'll give a closer on who makes the finals cut. Are the finals done? We'll do one last look at the table.
Yeah.
PNG's roster's taken shape. We're going to talk about Zach Lomax, how strong that roster is going to be. It seems to be they're only signing backline players for the time being.
They're just signing marquee players. Literally.
That's a good idea.
Good players. When it's tax-free money, you can.
The Bears set to announce Junior Polo as the captain. Look, the Bears, they just seem to be a mess. We'll get to that. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
And then we got the hottest segment in all of NRL entertainment. Upset alert. My Cowboys won.
And Adrian's lock did not lock.
Yeah, what was yours, Tim, last week?
I actually can't remember.
Hey, it's about your job to bloody log them down.
Yeah, maybe I'll actually do it this week.
Do you know the week?
Just like your job's to get the intro sound working.
That's my job's to get the whole bloody bunch.
You know the week where he said he wrote it down. I was like, did you write it down? He's like, no.
I actually take it down in a transcript, so it should be much better at that. Thank you for joining us. We're live on YouTube and available on delay. Also available on Spotify and all good audio channels. If you got any feedback for us or recommendations or suggestions on what you think we should do, with this podcast, do drop us a line. All right, boys, let's just chat Benji versus Douehi. What the hell is going on with this? So for those that have been living under the rock, it just seems to be they just mismanaged the situation. They called up the young halfback and told him he was going to debut. They weren't sure if Douehi was going to get off the suspension. Then he did. They're not prepared to drop Luai because that'll be a headline, even though that's probably what they should do if they want to debut the young kid at halfback. And they had Douehi playing at lock before, and then, well, he doesn't really want to be a lock. At his future, he thinks that he's in the halves, but he's not really a traditional halfback anyway. Adrian, your reaction, it's a lot of noise around the Tigers. The noise continues as they continue to slip down the table. Remember, they played the Knights and it was the third, fourth match. Now they're 15th.
We said it in the car. You're a Tigers fan. You're up and about at the start of the season. Now you're looking at the ladder. You're second last. You're one place better.
Yeah, third last, aren't you? You're better than the Titans. Oh, you're equal with the Titans, aren't you?
Equal with they're sitting second last at the moment.
So they now have gone backwards.
If the free fall. I was saying to Tim on the way over here, there's just so many mixed messages at the moment in the media as well, because some people are Team Benji, some people are Team Douehi. Benji and Douehi have history. Remember last year, Benji tackled Douehi a little bit aggressive, and Douehi didn't like it at all. Was
that a training
run? So they had a bit of a dust up there, and they obviously got back together. He supposedly didn't know he was not going to play 7. He thought that when the young half was named, it was because they were worried about him not passing judiciary.
Yep.
And he did that. And then supposedly Benji didn't tell him that he was going to play 13. And then he's obviously gotten really upset because he's probably their best player all year in terms of in form. Luai's leaving. He's probably like, why are you playing Luai when he's not going to be the club next year? I'm your future 7. We need to win. I've been your best player, and you're not willing to drop him, but you want to move me into lock, which I don't normally play, and I don't defend there normally. And you think I'm going to add something to the team when I've been your best player at 7. So it just something doesn't add up. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It's mishandled.
And we're saying in the car, it doesn't happen in big or good run clubs.
Yeah, but don't confuse just hopelessness with some sort of conspiracy. I just think they mismanaged it. And
Do you think Benji mismanaged it?
Yeah, they blew it.
Yeah.
Really?
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's no conspiracy.
I think Benji's mismanaged a lot of things this season.
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure on him.
After, he'll learn a lot from this. Whether he gets the chance to, I don't know. But you do not drop your best player, also your 7, for a kid
and your heart and soul
Why is he dropping him?
Keep a 6 that's leaving and caused a whole lot of problems within your club. It makes no sense.
But Tim, why would he drop him?
But he in Benji's view, he wasn't dropping him.
No. He was. I know he's not dropping him, but you're moving your 7 to 13. It's kind of like dropping you.
No, but Douehi can play 13.
Douehi
played
center 13, wasn't he? Like not like the first team, but he was there to be a backup.
Yeah, Douehi can play a lot of positions,
and he probably felt like he was being dropped. But honestly, Adrian, that's what I'm saying. I don't get the decision. Why would you put the young kid into 6 or put Douehi into 6, 7? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Douei's not going to have an issue with playing 6, right? No. He's done that for a long time. That way you keep the harmony there. Drop Luai to the bench to play 14. Great 14.
But why does he want to keep Luai in there?
Who knows?
Because if he drops Luai, then it's a whole big headline. It's a whole bunch of noise. And he thought he could get away with playing Douehi at lock and fitting them all into the same team.
And I think genuinely, it came out that, Luai came out and said that he respects Benji and there's no hard feelings there. And I think Benji's bought into that. Going, right, you're my mate now. And decided to sort of back him more than the players that he's got in his squad. And he's not thinking about the future. I don't think he's a particularly good strategic coach. He might be good in the background with, drills and, with the halves and whatever else. There was an argument that he's made Douehi a better playmaker, but he is not good with the media and he's not good with his squad and his rotation of his squad.
Which I agree. And if I'm a player manager, I look at Benji and I go, why would I want my player there?
No way.
Why?
No way.
He's bristly. He's brash in the media. He's not Wayne Bennett. If you've won a few comps, sure, be bristly.
I think Wayne Bennett's that good.
I like how he's just very blunt and he just protects his players. Maybe he's mismanaged this poorly, but why would you want to send your players to a club like that?
Benji lets his players have too much influence in the media and on the team. Trent Robinson, Bellamy,
Fitzgibbon.
Wayne, Fitzgibbon. They're the bosses.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They're the boss.
Yeah, they really are the boss. And you can see the way that, like, Fitzgibbon has certainly come on managing the media. His press conference this week was brilliant.
He's a great leader.
He knows he's got good temperament.
Yeah.
He doesn't get caught out. But it's easy to have good temperament when you play with a consistent team that's just not an absolute S show.
But that's what good coaches do. They keep the consistency. They let their players have a bad game. They communicate with them in the background. It never ends up in the media. Benji's let it all play out in the media. You know, a lot of people were defending Benji. I can't see it. This is poor coaching. This is poor all
That's
round.
poor man management.
It's poor man management.
I think
that's coaching. Right?
Yeah.
That's a huge part of coaching is man management. Alex Ferguson wrote a book on it.
Everyone's on Team Benji, though. Everyone's ripping into Douehi because they're like, how can he turn his back on a team sport? How can he turn up and meet his teammates and train this week? So it's going to be interesting to see because I think in my mind, I think I said this last week, I think there's a split in the playing group. I think there's people who like Luai and were like, yeah, good on you. Shit, that's what they've done to you. And I reckon there's a whole bunch of players going, you talked absolute smack when Galvin left and you rubbished his name because he was leaving the team. Like you're being selfish. And now he's done the exact same thing. And I think there's a bunch of players going, mate, what do you think you're doing? And I think Douei's part of that camp.
I've been critical of Galvin. You all know that. But look which one of those two is playing harder for their team at the moment.
Exactly.
Lockie Galvin, hands down.
Tries his butt off every week.
He really does, and I can't fault him for that. I'm starting to turn around on that.
Oh, no.
But
no.
Flip-flop, give me it.
No. Where is it?
We got a flip-flopper, flip-flop, always changing his mind.
You can't flip-flop.
I've liked what I've seen in the last few weeks,
been right.
especially with Crichton going in to support him. But that's a separate conversation. I cannot see the Tigers being a top 8 team for 2 to 3 years now.
Mate,
I think that's where they are, and I cannot see
it all starts again.
Benji.
It all starts again.
The pressure is getting to Benji, and I think how he said he'd just walk away. I think that looks more and more.
That's
likely.
on the board.
Yeah,
you know who they need? Yeah. Brad Arthur. He's the guy to go in there.
I don't know who they need.
They need a disciplinarian,
but
not at a Madge level.
They need a better organisation.
They need a better CEO.
They need everything from the top just to be.
I'll put my hand up. I'll go in.
Well, yeah.
Ashfield Leagues Club, Steve. You'll spend most of your day there.
My salary will go straight into the pokies, but that's all right. It's good for the club. It'll pay a few of the players' salaries. It's all right.
All right. Well, rounding it out, it's just not a good look for the West Tigers right now. You can't have your heart and soul player. We'll spend enough time on the Tigers. They're not going to make the 8. We probably won't talk about them this year again.
No, I reckon we will.
I think we will.
You reckon we will?
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Something else will happen to the Tigers. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Let's clip this one up. Segment number 2. As the Sharks roll the Manly Seagulls, 48 points to 12. I was very confident last week in my 13-plus call that the Sharks would pump them. I think some of you guys even picked Manly Seagulls. It was a flawless performance from Nicho Hynes, who is now the world's best goal kicker, without doubt. All of the Sharks players playing very, very well. Now, we're not going to get too ahead of myself. What is it, 9 of the last 10 they've won or something? They only lost to the Roosters, but the Sharks, they're not competing with the Dolphins and the Knights and the Manly Seagulls. There are 2 teams the Sharks are competing with, the Roosters and the Panthers. We've played team matches against them this season 3 times, and we've lost all 3. So don't start beating your chest out saying book your grand final tickets and all this sort of stuff. But they do look very good, Adrian.
I think you're downplaying a lot of this, to be fair. I haven't seen you this happy in a long time. Normally, I think inside you're controlling it. You don't want to get...
they're good. I still don't think they win.
Underdogs. And I think if you put into perspective, you played Manly, yes, whose form hasn't been great, but they were trying to bounce back. Sunday afternoon at Brookvale on Old Boys Day. To put that into perspective, it's a huge day for any club, and to absolutely destroy them.
They look pretty good early too, Manly.
You just dominated the whole game. Nicho's goal kicking is elite at the moment.
So I've run the numbers. So he's on 26 out of
and he wasn't
26.
high on him. He's run the numbers.
No,
though.
no,
No, I've run the numbers on
Yeah,
Nicho's
yeah.
goal
Just-
kicking.
Just in case.
So if he's an 85% goal kicker, as he's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then he is a 1 in 5 shot likelihood of beating the Hazem El Masri record.
When he retires.
No, of
In consecutive goals.
consecutive
not
goals.
Points, not points. Okay.
yeah, consecutive
good
goals.
chance. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna become the Sharks' all-time top point scorer.
So the only thing you were saying is you only compete with the lower teams.
No, we beat the lower teams. We got
You
a week.
beat the lower teams.
We got a week drawn out.
But-
If we rewind back, remember how upset I was when the Sharks lost to the Panthers in that early game, and I said
It's
at the
early
time,
part of the season.
no, but I said
Yes.
to you,
no,
that's going to cost us the
no.
minor
Yeah,
premiership.
but you don't need the
And you
minor
know what
premiership.
it's done?
You don't need
It
the minor
has cost us
premiership.
the
No,
minor
no, no. Do
premiership.
you know why you don't need the minor premiership? Because you'll play at a Sydney venue anyway. You either play at Parramatta Stadium or Comex Stadium,
No, we're going to play the Roosters.
or you play the Roosters at
bloody-
Allianz.
We're going to play
Makes
the
no
Roosters at
difference.
Allianz.
I mean, you'd be playing at Allianz anyway.
Exactly.
Your stadium's gone.
Well, that's
yeah,
not
don't
true.
bring that on. But surely you've got to say that at the moment, everything's aligning nicely. As you get into September, the home and away season means zip.
Well, it
Nothing.
does because
You
have
are
an earlier
1-3 chance of winning the comp based on current form. And if you look at current
position.
form,
We're 1 in 4.
if you look
Maybe
at current
20% shot.
form, you are the best team on form. In
No, we
terms
lost to
of-
the Roosters 5 weeks ago.
no,
mate.
but in terms of the way you're playing games
Lost
and
to the Roosters 5
dominating
weeks ago.
games, I think Boldo, don't temper, pump up.
Well, look,
pump up.
yeah. All right, Tim, are you quaking in your
Pump
boots?
up or up up?
Oh, yeah.
Up up.
Are you quaking in your boots at playing the Sharks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please.
I think you are the most informed team in the comp. I can't see you losing. This is Cronulla's year. 10 years since they last won.
There you go.
You beauty.
It is 10
What
years.
a bunch. You
Yes,
know,
that
what's
last
that? What's the bald-headed fella in your front row? Jeez, I reckon Lindsay Collins would be shaking in his boots.
Tom
right now.
Hazelton.
Hazleton.
Yeah. Well, so here's a couple of things that are going
Nah,
on.
look, all jokes aside, right? Adrian is completely correct. And I had a long I was watching that Manly game and I went, you know what? There's one team emerging from the pack right now. And I know we rolled you. That was a funny game, though. I didn't ever think that you couldn't turn that result around.
Yeah.
And it was a really funny game. Like Lindsay Collins scoring first try, weird game, right?
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
So I
good
just
try, though.
I think it was actually
He
a
can
great
get
try.
over. He can get over the try
He
line.
can
That
go-
bugger
Yeah, Lindsay,
Yeah.
mate, he's best
in Origin.
best leaper of in the game,
That was
apparently.
embarrassing. Yep.
No, but I genuinely think you're the ones that have emerged from the pack all of a sudden. Whether you may have peaked a little too early, we'll see. But you know what? Your attack is the only attack in the competition right now that is firing. Maybe you and to be fair, the Raiders down a bit lower. But I thought it was, you guys forget that loss against the Roosters. The Roosters have been winning tight games with a bit of luck, right? Melbourne had players out. We had a few injuries late in that game against Newcastle, which definitely helped us get over the line. We're limping in, but you kind of hope that we pick up. But right now, mate,
You got a
you're
few
the
injuries,
team.
don't you?
Tubu's gone for 5 weeks.
Well, no,
shoulder-
we didn't
shoulder.
we didn't in that game. Yes, Tubu's out for his dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Is it as long as it doesn't require surgery?
No, they're not doing it.
And then Lindsay's been out. Other than that, mate, like we're pretty full strength.
You got to
We
be.
got Angus out. Sorry, Crichton.
Yeah.
But we've got
That's
a
a
lot of
big out.
depth there.
So I tell you what, it's coincided with for the Sharks. There's a couple of things that happen. So they've got this rugby coach, Freddie Michalak, the former French
Oh yeah.
rugby
yeah.
halfback.
Yeah.
So he's helped the attack a lot. So they've won 4 matches from 4. So it was a very brave decision to not run with one of your key assistant coaching positions until the end of the season. So he missed the Roosters match. Ever since then, they've won. The other thing that's happened with him around is Nicho's goal kicking. He hasn't missed. Now you think, oh, well, he's just a goal kicker. But if you're turning 4 into 6 every single time, we saw against the Knights.
That's what we said last
It
week.
literally
Yeah.
was the reason why they won. Now, another factor that the Sharks have got going in their favour is that they've got Fanua Blake, who's clearly a middle forward better than all the others. And then the rest of them, it's an argument. Is it Rudolph? Is it Hazelton? Is it Kafusi? Is it Talakai? Is it Colquhoun? Is it McInnes? Which one of those is better than the others? There's not much.
Doesn't matter. They just compete.
Yeah, so they're competing. And so what it means is on the weekend, they didn't play Tom Hazelton. They just rested him. because they could. They also haven't been playing for Newell Blake as much because he's getting over the pec injury. So the only real concern they've got is Rudolph's coming back and Katoa's
doesn't that excite you that your best forward doesn't even need to play and you're dominating?
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely terrific.
Do you know what?
And they've got a week draw coming up now, which means they can rest guys. I don't think we're going to lose another match until the finals.
Do you know what also is good for you guys? No Melbourne Storm. Because
Well, that
you
certainly helps.
always get to a prelim or to a game and you've got to go to Melbourne and you just can't win there.
Yeah, you just can't win.
Can't win. So them gone, a lot of the games will be in Sydney, except if the Warriors.
I think we seem to have the number on the Warriors.
I think so.
All right. Do you think they can make the grand final?
Absolutely they can. Absolutely they can.
I think they can. I've still got them.
I think that.
I think they can as well. I
I
think they're going to lose the grand
I think
final. I've increased their ceiling.
I think the Panthers' form isn't as good as it looks. I think
yeah, but they'll be better at the end.
Yeah,
they'll get better. But Para actually played pretty well, and there's a dodgy
Oh,
forward
please.
pass that
Well,
was
we'll-
not called, which was absolute rubbish. It
Oh,
was a
God,
terrible
Parramatta.
call.
They just
Terrible
do
call.
every
It
single
was.
time.
No,
It
but
was.
the game was in the balance, and it was a horrible, and they
It was
scored
bad call.
literally off the back of it, and it was a forward pass by Mayo. Anyway, I'll get off the officiating bandwagon, but it was absolutely appalling.
Anyway,
Appalling
let's
officiating.
go around out the Sharks.
I think genuine good chance, mate. It's I think two things are working really good for you, attack wise and defensively. You're looking solid too.
Well,
the defense.
that's the whole game, mate.
Yeah.
Defense
So if
against
you
the
go and good in
Dolphins.
attacking defense, you're probably going to win, aren't you?
Yeah, the only thing you've got to get better at is those 50-50
Yeah, but-
balls when
yeah,
it's
but-
when it's like in the air and there's no
Yeah, but-
one in possession.
Yeah, but if you're the
Which actually, ironically, the Sharks actually suck at because they let all those bloody.
but if you're the Cowboys, all they care about is attack. They can't defend, and that's why they're so inconsistent.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So we'll see.
Got this week, Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs. We'll beat the Rabbitohs.
Love
13
that.
plus.
I'm loving the confidence.
No, we're going to beat
Great.
all of them.
It's very good.
I don't think we're going to lose another game until the grand final.
Minor Premiership still in sight.
Yeah.
No, it's not. The
Okay.
Panthers have been able to lose to the damn Eels, and the Roosters have lost to your lot. God,
True.
it's so frustrating. All right.
True.
Now, the Warriors, however, they seem to be slipping. What do you think has gone wrong with them, Adrian?
I don't know. I think they're due for a bit of a downward patch. I actually think I was chatting to him on the way over here. I actually thought the Bulldogs were they were really good.
They were
so
good.
I thought the Warriors, they slipped a little
They were
bit.
good.
I think the Bulldogs dominated the first part of the game, and I just think the Warriors were under fatigue, and I just think they struggled. I think they need to get back home. I think get a win under their belt. They'll still make top 4, I think, unless they do really fall off the wagon. Interesting to see what they do with Metcalf. For me,
Well, he's out of favour, and he's just not coming back into the team.
I think
They need him.
but I think you need him. I think you
Yeah,
need
still
to
not
create
picking him.
something different off the bench. Even if he's 14 coming off the bench, just
Well, he has been
Spark.
that, and they've had him on the bench, and just
Yeah.
haven't been using him.
yeah. So I wouldn't say they're in free fall. I think they need to watch their backs because I think the Dolphins are coming with Katoa coming back. But I actually got to give credit to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are really good, really good.
Yeah, they were
So,
good.
so last week we did our ladder predictors, and you and I had the same top 8 with the same 5 to 8 in order. We did not have the same top 4.
No, you had Warriors
I had
sliding.
I had Warriors going down to 4th, and there was a few reasons for it. I think they lack a little bit of depth, the inconsistency in the halves, and I thought that they might get a few injuries, and that's exactly what happened. So Roger being out's huge,
He's been out for a while.
but it's huge going into the back end of the year, and it's because he's a player that starts to exacerbate. You get what I mean? Yeah, you can get over it week 1, week 2. You know,
I thought his form's been all right. I don't think he's been that.
Ah, he's
good.
an experienced
He's an
player.
experienced player, and he
but
makes
his
meters,
form's
mate.
not that great.
And the other thing too is if you're an opposition center and you got Roger and you know he can go bang bang, you defend differently,
True.
right? Gets his winger on the outside. I think they have to bring Metcalf back into the team now. I think they're kind of at that point where they're a little bit desperate. And I just looked at them and went, they're a team that is playing at their elite level every week. I just didn't see another gear in them, and I thought that your boys and my boys would get.
They're
ahead
going
of
to
them.
do them.
Yeah, which is a shame because
So this is the thing why the second, third match is going to be massive because the winner of that is going to get the Roosters or one of the weak teams for a grand final spot. So that week 1 match is Sharks versus Roosters is what it's going to be, Tim.
every
That's-
chance.
The Warriors draw's not that tough. They got Titans away.
Yeah, but the Sharks aren't going to lose a match and they're going to catch them on the for and against.
Jinx yourself now.
Nah, the Sharks are going to win them all.
They do have Panthers at home, which will be hard. They have Broncos away, but I think Broncos will be done. Souths away, that's fine. Newcastle at home, we'll be desperate. But
South's way fine. I disagree. I think South's are very.
Souths will be desperate.
Yeah.
Latrell might be back by then.
And
Exactly.
then Manly at home. So I think
They got like all good teams.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
not
they're
easy.
What's the Sharks draw? It's like the Titans and the Dragons or something.
Right. You're just playing them
and
week
Souths.
to week.
You got Rabbitohs.
Yep. Win.
Dragons.
Yep. Win.
Raiders.
Win.
No matter. Titans.
Win.
Eels.
Win.
Storm.
Win.
I think Rabbitohs and your Raiders will be the toughest games.
No, we always beat the Raiders. We got them now.
Raiders are on good
Some
form,
teams
though.
we just always beat, and some teams we always lose. We always lose to Panthers and Storm and Roosters a lot. And no, we'll take care of them. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Premiership
I
favourites.
know. Now you just flip. You go like no, and you're like, no, we're not going to lose a game.
No, we're not going to lose a game until the finals. The week 1 match.
So where do you think
against-
you'll finish, second or third?
Yep.
If you
They'll
finish
finish second or
second,
third.
If you win every game, you'll get second. The Roosters will not win every game. We've got a few hard ones.
and then
Yeah, but it's not going to matter because they're going to play the Roosters anyway.
at Shark Park, or would it be Allianz? If
No,
you're
they'll
second?
be it'll be Allianz.
It will be at Allianz.
Yeah.
So even if you came first, you'd be playing at Allianz.
They're playing Allianz.
But if you lost, you'd be playing at Shark Park the next week.
No, once it goes past week 2, you have to play at they have to play at one of the
Ah.
biggest stadiums.
Okay.
That's all right. I don't mind. I actually wanted to play at Allianz because I'm sick of not getting a seat.
True.
So it's just better. And also, you need to play more matches in the big stadiums in front of the big crowds
Yeah.
because you need to get used to it. So I don't mind it
True.
at all.
True.
And the Roosters,
Shark sends travel as well. It's fine.
they'll travel for that match.
Yeah.
And the Roosters don't have that many fans anyway. So it'll be 50-50, which is fine. It'll be a good match, good fun match. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Tim and I were running the same gambit that you two are running on me now, talking about how good the Knights were going. As the Newcastle Knights, goodness me, Dylan Brown, Dylan Lucas, basically Dylan McKay, anyone called Dylan is just gone.
Yeah. It was not great. We lost Ponga during the week. I think I'd sent a chat saying we're not a chance after that. I thought we played really well.
You can still make the 8?
I think
I think you make the
I think
eight.
we can.
Just
You just got enough.
We've
depth.
got a buy in
what's
it.
the
There's
what's
a
the
buy.
ladder look like for you?
We're 7th. There's a
How many
buy.
points?
You need 32. We're on 36, but we've got a buy coming up.
26.
They're on 26.
So we need to win 2 games.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I think we can. Massive loss though. It was interesting. I actually heard that Dylan Brown actually had a partial ACL tear. So he was playing at Parramatta with a partial ACL tear, and now he's actually torn it completely. So as much as it's frustrating, at least he can get it all cleaned up, and it can be a proper reconstruction.
The signed a
Comes back
player
next
for
year.
$1.3 million on a contract.
Yep.
That had an injury like
Yeah.
that.
Imagine that in
Yep.
football, soccer. That's what they have the medical.
That failed the medical.
Yeah.
They'd fail the medical.
But he was still playing. I thought we played really well. It's just disappointing. I think losing the last 3 games by combined 5 points, at least our for and against isn't getting hammered, which is a good thing because I think it might help us get into the 8. But we've got some tough games.
Knights are on
We've got
positive
some-
36 for and against. Cowboys on minus 28. Bulldogs minus 58.
We've got
Seagulls
some-
are on 90.
Yeah, we've got some tough draws coming up though. We're going to play the Warriors away. We're going to play Brisbane away. We've got to play Canberra away, I believe. So we've got quite a few tough games coming up. So it's going to be interesting to see.
What happens? Dylan Brown gets replaced by what? Fletcher Hunt.
Fletcher
Sorry,
Sharp. Yep.
And then Sandon stays at 7.
Yep.
Then Fletcher Hunt goes back to fullback.
If Kalen's injured, yep.
Oh, sorry, no, yeah, you'll have
Yep.
Kalen.
Yep.
Who goes in for Lucas?
It'll probably be Thomas Cant.
Thomas Cant. Okay.
He's off the bench because McEwen is injured too, who's our young back rower.
Yeah, this is going to be a season of what ifs. And
The
you're building
trouble's going to
towards
be
next
our
season.
depth's really going to be tested. The only good thing about all of it is I've said all year is that we still compete. And many moons ago, we would just kind of go on shackles.
I think you're
Who
better than
cares?
competitive when you had your full roster. You're actually one of the
No, I'm
most
saying
exciting
we're-
teams in attack.
we're competitive when we're down on the scoreboard, we're down on troops. Instead of previous years, we just go, you know what, who cares? Turnstiles, teams that just score on
Oh,
us.
definitely better.
We're a lot better. But
Yeah.
losing your 7 going into the finals, even if you make it, you're no hope.
No,
No. Unfortunately, I think that rules out your season of,
Yeah.
having a fairy tale, but
Or you need Ponga just
I-
to absolutely be electric in anything he does.
Reece Walsh-esque. Even then, I
Yes.
still don't think you win it, but you
Go
You-
deeper.
go deeper.
Yeah.
Look, I think
You might be
either
able to
way,
jag
it'll be a
week two
great
win.
Yeah, it'd be a great season for you guys.
It'd be nice if we can jag a home final. Like if we can get to 6, the town deserves it. They'll pack it out,
Get to
Yeah, but
6,
you could-
play against the Rabbits or the.
win, and then go to second round. Who knows what happens in the second round of the semis? But
Mm.
at least get a home final because you build that momentum for next year, like a sold out stadium in Newcastle in the final.
What's wrong with the top of the
Is
stadium?
I think they're refurbishing it.
Mm.
It's a bit weird.
It does look weird.
Yeah, it does look weird. All right, Knights. We'll see what happens. But one team that is certainly pushing up the ladder, the Bulldogs are into 9th position, 24 points. 32 is the magic number. They've had all their buys, so they've got to play all the matches. So they'd have to win what 4 of the last 7, 6.
Doable.
There's 6 matches left, isn't there? Round 21.
6, correct.
4 of the last 6, doable.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, what do you like about the Bulldogs on the weekend? And your mate Galvin.
Do you know what I like about Canterbury? Is 6 or 7 weeks ago, we're probably talking about them a little bit like Wes, they've gone backwards year on year. What's going on? You know, they were leading the comp, I think, at that point last year.
Yeah, they were. They also
And-
had the weak draw at the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one knew it was a weak draw, and no one expected Canterbury were part of the weak draw, right?
Mm.
And, you know, they were really competitive. And you know what I like about the coaching staff there? They've put their head down. They've gotten the belief back in the players, made a couple of really, let's call it a really brave tweak, putting Crichton into the halves. And he's not a half, but I tell you what he is. His defense is so aggressive in that position that he puts the opposition off. I know it's weird to say about a half, but he is unreal. Just how quickly he gets off the line and puts pressure on the forward. So he's been great. It's actually freed up Galvin a little bit to play more of a 6 role because Crichton's probably been playing more of the 7 role. Burton back out to the centres. He's been unreal because he gets a bit more space. He's got that big left foot. Just the balance of the team looks better. I don't know what's happened in the background in the coaching and what they've changed or you know, around their shape and anything like that. But they're competitive. They're confident. They've won 3 of their last 4. Do I think they'll make the 8? I think they might just miss out because of their goal difference.
Yep. That's bad. Was it minus 90? Minus 58.
Minus 58. And I also think the Cows will just do enough to keep ahead of them. But you know what? The Bulldogs
The Cows
can
have got a
rebuild
weak
again
draw.
and they can. And the
So the Knights are the ones that they're going to have to overtake.
No, I reckon the Cowboys are too inconsistent.
Yeah,
Something
I
will
agree with
happen.
that.
But they've got
Cowboys
such a
are-
weak draw. They've got
Doesn't
the
matter.
easiest of the draws.
Does not matter. with
It
the
does
Cowboys.
matter.
No, but they're the
doesn't.
games they lose, mate.
Correct.
They'll beat Penrith. And
The
then
one
No,
week
the
they'll score
Cowboys
50.
aren't. The
One week-
Cowboys aren't dropping
One week
it.
they'll score 50, and then the next week they literally won't score any points. But I agree, Tim. I think the Bulldogs they've just plowed away and just improved every week, and things weren't working for them, but they just stuck in terms of it's going to turn good. It's going to turn good. Getting Kickow back, massive for them,
Yeah.
and Preston as well, who was injured for a period of time.
But even players like Connor Tracy, who's so out of form and unconfident, all of a sudden looks like he's playing the role again. Than
They've
he was
got to
last
upgrade
year.
that for next year, though. They can't have him.
He's not.
They can't have him as one next
But
year.
just saying, you know,
No, I agree.
They're working with their roster.
And I think
They changed some things and they've executed, and you can only be, you know, if you're a Dogs fan, you'd be really proud of the way they've turned their season around.
No, I agree. And I actually really love Crichton as a player. Like,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
unreal.
he is there. I think in any team, he's the single most important player for that one team. Like, he does everything. He sets the tone defensively. He's a leader of men. He does goal kicking. I think he's so underrated as a player. I think he's
What do you mean? He's regarded as the best center in the game.
No, not really.
Yes, he is.
He
He is
got
the
dropped
best
for
center in the
Origin,
game.
and people like get rid of
No,
him.
he
for
was
Origin.
injured.
People wanted him dropped for Origin.
I didn't. He should
I
have been.
didn't.
No, he set up the tries like the
I
key
agree.
did.
He's phenomenal.
He won the 2 matches he played. They won.
Correct. But people wanted him dropped.
Nah, he's an absolute beast of a player.
I
Yeah, rubbish.
agree.
No one underrates him. He's like a gun.
He's epic.
He's underrated.
He's
Nicho.
elite.
Nicho's underrated. What a beast he is.
Not anymore.
Best goal kicker. in the league.
I thought I think he's rated now. Based on his
Best goal kicker in the
kicking.
game,
That's
mate.
it.
All right, now
Can't
top
miss.
8. Let's just
no.
French coach.
Guess
apparently.
what? Guess what happens this week? He's going to miss everyone. We've mocked him.
So I asked this on our pod. If the Sharks win the next game by 30 points, and he's up to 33 consecutive kicks, and he's got one from the sideline.
Oh, he says no.
And if he declines it, does that asterisk his record?
Yeah, it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ben, let's face it. If he's going for the record from the sideline, that'll be the wobbliest kick you've ever seen. It'll miss by 100 meters.
I reckon he'll get the record.
No, he's more likely to miss a penalty goal from 10 meters in from touch that's 30 meters back.
If you're 30 up and it's a team game and you know you got this game sewn up, you don't try and score in the corner. Guess where you're trying to score?
Taking the
Under
penalty
the
goals.
post.
Yeah.
You're like, boys, we're just going middle.
Middle.
Well,
And eventually you
that's not
do.
a team first work ethic, is it?
No, if you're up 30-0 and you want to support your player and you go, you know what? Let's just go down the middle. We don't need to score on the edge.
I mean, they nearly lost from leading 30-0 against the Roosters, so maybe that's
But we
a lesson
did
in
lose
that.
from leading 22.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we did. All right. Well, anyway, let's just round out the 8. Last week, surely you boys aren't flip-flopping on your 8 and the 8 stays the same.
8 stays is.
I'm
Tim?
still,
Yeah.
same.
So we all think it will be Panthers, Roosters, Warriors, Sharks, Dolphins, Rabbitohs, Knights, and Cowboys.
The only thing is, as you said earlier, that could be an advantage is that 90 for and against on the Eagles is huge.
Yeah, but they're
They're 4 points off.
They're
No,
4
no.
points off. They're gone, man.
No, no.
They're gone.
They're just so out of form.
Yeah, they had a lot of high for and against. If you consider they got beaten by 36
Correct.
points by the Sharks
Correct.
on the
But
weekend.
didn't they pump the Dolphins? They had a huge score.
Yeah,
on the
a couple of
Dolphins.
huge scores.
Yeah.
All right. Big news during the week was the continued signing for PNG of these star players with Zach Lomax signing and making his return to the NRL
I think it's an
2028
excellent signing
for them or for rugby league.
for both. I think Zach Lomax is a great talent. I think
He's a good player.
he showed what he was made of in Origin, where he absolutely dominated from the wing position. And I think he's a talent that shouldn't be lost to rugby. Like, he's a rugby league talent. So great to bring him back. So, yeah, I think he'll do wonders over there. He's a
Wasn't
great
he
player.
banned from playing rugby league though?
For 10 years, apparently.
Yeah. No,
those bans
no,
never
that was the when he was going to the rival rugby code. And
Yeah,
then
but that he
they
was doing
walked that back. If Volandi's like, oh, we'll welcome him back.
So
But I
where's
think-
Pappenhausen then?
It's head knocks.
So he's just
He's
retired.
retired, yeah.
Right.
He got concussed a couple of times last year, and he basically was like, I want to prolong my life. I was like, good on you.
So is that enough?
Yeah. He's like, it was having the effects are too
Lomax
too
is
great.
all right.
Good player.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
not elite, but good.
Their roster's pretty good. You should pull up the roster, the PNG's roster.
Well, let's just dig in on Lomax for a second. Tim, would you take Lomax in the Roosters team? Would he make the team?
Replace Marky Mark next year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
year?
Not this year. He'd play second fiddle to Toops and Mark.
He'd play centre, wouldn't he?
He could play centre.
Doesn't want to play. Oh no, what does he want to play? He wants to play centre, not wing.
Not
doesn't he?
wing, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I think
on
he's going to be fullback for PNG.
maybe on Billy Smith's side, he could maybe.
I reckon Alec Johnson could be fullback for the PNG.
Nah, he's going to be full. He's going to be a winger.
No, he could be a fullback.
So, who have they got so far? They've got Jerome Luai, Alex Johnson, Connor Watson, Matty Lees, and Zach Lomax.
Yeah, you got to remember with a few of these players though, it's still 2 years away.
They're going to get Cameron Munster.
They
Right.
reckon Joey Manu's a good chance of going to.
Well,
Chiefs.
apparently Cleary's their number one for the halves.
Well, because they've
So-
kept the 7 on
The-
their steps.
Yeah.
For
So
a
all
big
the
signing.
all the mail is Cleary is the one that they want.
What, so-
and they've apparently told Cameron exactly that. But they will open discussions with him. So they're hell bent for Cleary. They're going to see if they can get his signature. If they can't, then Munster will be their backup. Again, though, Munster is like a lot of those players on that list. Then in 2 years' time, like Connor Watson will be 33, 34.
Bit old.
Luai would be in his 30s. It's starting to be an aging roster.
I wouldn't sign Munster if I was them.
I don't think he's been
I
playing
would.
well enough.
I wouldn't.
No, I think you need a leader like Cleary.
But I did hear a lot. It was quite funny there. They're like, do you know who they're trying to sign? They're trying to, and to Tim's point, they're trying to sign players who want to be there for 2-3 years because then they'll get sick of it and hate it. And they're trying to sign players who are married or have families. Because if you're a single bloke in PNG, you're not going to go out in the town. It's not safe. You can't.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
Correct. Do you reckon they're a good chance of getting Cleary?
No.
I don't
No.
think they are either.
Well, because I
Why would he leave
don't see why
Penrith?
we would go there. I mean, the interesting thing that came out was I don't know if you saw on Kenny's podcast where he was talking about how it's tax free in PNG if you buy a house in PNG, but the moment you bring that money back,
No,
to
that
Australia,
was wrong.
okay. So that is
That is
isn't true.
incorrect.
Okay.
So he got absolutely ripped by another podcast.
Oh, the Hello
about
Sport
it.
Boys, was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
it is 10-year tax-free deal that's been agreed upon by the Australian government. So you can keep the money as tax-free.
The next 10 years.
Yeah.
And then it reverts.
Correct. Well, yeah, correct. They need to get a new
Yeah.
agreement. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Of course they can get Cleary.
So if Cleary switches,
But why would he switch?
For the money.
money.
Mate,
getting-
Mary's not going to be cheap when she gets back.
Yeah, Mary's got her own money.
Not as much as him.
I don't think he goes to PNG. I think he's a Panthers boy through and through. I think he
If-
stays. He's a
if-
one cup player. Or he'll go Super League.
If PNG becomes one of the staples of the rugby league competition, the first team that starts with PNG will be talked about forever. And he might want to be that player.
He doesn't need to be. He's won 4 comps. He just iced an Origin series, some of the best.
Yeah, but if he goes to that team,
Nah,
The thing
disagree.
The thing is, mate, it's not just the tax-free money. It's also their third-party endorsements. They can do as many as they want. So apparently, Luai is looking at making nearly $3 million a year or something ridiculous like that. Look, I'm going off a lot of the
It's not going
speculation.
to help his football at the moment because it's
No, but
ordinary.
if Cleary would be worth a fortune over there.
He would be worth a fortune.
no,
But I
it's
don't,
setting up generational wealth for his family.
I
mate.
don't think
Yeah.
I don't think he's driven by money.
Mate,
I don't think so.
I would move to PNG for that sort of money. I'd move anywhere for that sort of money.
I don't think he will.
I'd,
All right, so Cleary does switch team, which is on the board. How big a team switch for a player? Is it Freddie Fittler to
yeah,
the Roosters?
Bigger.
That was
because
Is it
Freddie
bigger than that?
wasn't as established.
Yeah.
he was pretty established.
What would you say was the biggest move in rugby league? Like,
I think it's Freddie Fittler.
oh, you reckon?
Either that or Kronk.
Kronk's
No,
up
it wasn't
there.
Cronk.
Could be Freddie Fittler actually, because he'd won a comp at Penrith.
Yeah, but he'd been
Yeah.
playing centre at that point.
He
And
was-
he only had
he
1
was-
year at 6, didn't he? Or
Yeah, but
before he
it was
came
the
back.
whole Super League war thing,
was.
and the Roosters were rubbish until he turned up. Well,
No,
they-
they were. They were.
they were kind of coming back a little bit. They had like Gary Freeman and Paul Vaughton and like a few dudes that like improved them, but they were shocking in the late 80s.
It would be the biggest single-handed change of
The team.
player in the history of the game.
I think so.
And it would send shockwaves through the competition because they would then basically be
Maybe
creating,
Wally Lewis to the Broncos.
yeah, but he came from the local competition.
Yeah, but legitimize the Broncos.
True.
Set them up.
I think if Cleary goes there, legitimately they could dominate the comp for the next 5-6 years easy. Easy.
The light of the Tigers was meant to be that signing.
Yeah, but look at the Tigers roster when he got there though.
It was meant to be that though. It had the
Cleary's a
potential.
better player too.
Yeah, but at least they're not getting wooden spoons. But we said before,
True, but
the
the
Ti-
whole point,
I agree.
the Tigers thought they'd landed that level of a player.
Which, and to be funny, I did hear his back somewhere else that when the money was toted to Ivan Cleary, Ivan was like, I wouldn't be paying Luai that much money to run your team. Because when
Yeah,
the
but
money,
he's a
and,
bit
and he's
better.
got intimate knowledge because he's coached the
He's a bit
player.
better.
So I thought that was interesting too. But if he goes Cleary, it'd be huge. I don't think he will though.
I'm just trying to think of other. What about Inglis to South was pretty big.
Yeah, that was pretty big. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's huge. And he won a comp
Latrell
for them.
from Roosters to South.
No, not really.
That's more the rivalry more than anything.
Yeah, correct.
Uh,
Not
Sunnyville,
discounting
Sunnyville going from the Bulldogs to the Roosters. Well,
Yeah,
kind
but
of.
he
They
had-
had
he had
rugby
via
in between.
rugby and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Willie
the-
Mason.
it's hardly a world.
No, but it was a big beat up.
I'm just trying to think of the best players.
Who was it?
Well, Bob Fulton switched, didn't he?
That's true. Matty Johnston, the shark.
Well, he had the team.
No,
in
I know.
between.
I'm just stirring shit.
Thurston to the Cowboys was transformational for them.
Yeah, but it wasn't big news because he wasn't at the
Yeah,
height of his powers.
Yeah. Big
I think
news,
Fittler's the one.
big news.
Fittler's the one.
Yeah, you
Oh,
agree.
Freddie or Cooper Cronk, mate. Cooper Cronk was a big
Nah,
deal.
Freddie was.
Last 2 years of his career.
Nah,
Yeah,
Freddie.
that-
Freddie was
Freddie-
in his
6'3".
peak, though. Freddie was in his peak.
They
So Cooper
dedicated.
Cronk, he just won 2 comps.
They
with them.
dedicated an entire episode of the Footy Show to Fittler switching to the
Yeah.
Roosters, and they had him come out and he announced it. It was like LeBron.
The decision.
It was like LeBron in the decision. It was massive. And ironically, Freddie going to the Roosters is Tim's player. and he's still not saying that Freddie signed for the Roosters.
Nah, look, I love Freddie, so I'll agree with it.
Weird cat, but good fella.
Oh, you know what it was? Brett Kamali, the Sharks meet.
Yeah.
No, I think that's probably the biggest.
What about Lazo to Melbourne?
Oh,
Yeah, Lazo.
There you go.
Lazo.
That is a very good one.
Well, that was maybe one that turned out to be the most successful. But big.
Cronk would be the most successful.
Yeah,
The
that
mo-
one.
the mo-
Yeah, I don't. No one was expecting him to
The
win.
most
twice.
outrageous one was Tallis to the Broncos, and he sat out the season.
That's right, from St George.
And he's like, I'm not
I always
playing.
forget he was a Saints player.
Yeah, he was quite
He's a
good.
great Saints player.
Yeah, great Saints player. And he basically said, I'm not playing at all, and sat the whole season out.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
We've come up with some good ones.
Justin Hodges, remember when he told Wayne he was going to the Roosters, and Wayne just said, you're not playing at all this year. See ya. And literally kicked him to reserve grade.
Yeah, that was great.
That is
very
good
iconic.
coaching.
Meanwhile, the Perth Bears.
Who's their roster? They're
we're gonna, you know what? We're actually gonna have to bring this up.
so
on the screen.
the two signings, they've got Smoothie from the Broncos. They're announced. And
undefeated season.
And supposedly that Junior Paulo is going to be signed and announced as their inaugural captain.
Tyson Smoothie. Oh, they got Shibasaki.
I mean, Smoothie's a good signing. Shibasaki's a good
Maverick
signing.
Gaia.
So his dad played for the Western Bears.
Scott Sorensen. Siasifa Talakai.
Scott Sorensen's a really good
Yeah,
player.
he-
Chris Viola. Tyron Wishart's pretty good.
Tyron's
Tyron.
okay.
Who were we talking? Who was the other half?
Nick Meaney.
Dewey going there was a bit of a rumor.
Yeah.
Toby Sexton.
Hang on, you went too fast. Go
Yeah,
back.
So, well, that's
We'll
what
just
he's
go line by line so we can look at it. Smoothie's okay.
So he'd be their dummy half. Then you've got
Yeah.
Shivers in the
Shibasaki's
center.
decent, yeah.
Who's our key?
I think he plays for the Bulldogs, doesn't he, at the moment? He's
Right.
their winger. He's not bad.
Guy will, I guess, play 12 or
Or he'll be off the bench. They've signed
This is the worst team in the NRL.
No, they've signed a few good young kids
Keep-
as well.
keep going.
This is the
I'm
worst.
not, I'm not
team.
familiar with those three. Talakai's good experience.
Sorensen's been playing well.
I mean,
Talakai's their best player.
Talakai's going to be coming off an undefeated last half of the season.
True.
So,
And
you know,
maybe win the comp.
yeah,
Bring that premiership energy to the Bears culture.
a lot of culture. McDonald's not a bad player.
Yeah, he's all right.
Tyron Wishart's handy player.
Curran's all right.
Sean
This
Russell could be
team
coached.
is atrocious.
Oh, Toby Sexton's their 7.
Yeah,
at
but
the moment.
if Dewey goes there, Toby.
Liam Henry for the Panthers he's arguably in their best forward.
Mate,
He's a
these
good
guys, they're bad, man.
Where do you think it's gone?
They've still got time to buy players.
Where do you think it's gone wrong?
Coach,
Perth? Both.
coach.
I agree. Mal's not a good coach.
And they didn't give them enough dispensation.
Agreed.
But what dispensation did Redcliffe get?
Melbourne Storm. Redcliffe didn't need it
They had all their juniors.
Why didn't they need it compared to?
because apparently a good friend of mine, and I have it on good authority, you can play from the age of 6 all the way through to first grade.
That is
if you
correct,
play
and
the
that was
regular.
me. So you can quote me on that. The other thing is,
No, they were an obvious admission.
no, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
So when it was them, Ipswich, what
Mate,
was Richo's random one that looked like an American football, the
Jets,
Giants,
yeah,
or
whatever it is.
Yeah, but you saw the presentation and you said it was a.
Do you know?
Yeah, but no one thought it was a lock at the time. When I saw the presentation, absolutely, they're financially secure. They've got a wonderful supporter
Correct.
base. They've got incredible juniors, but they were still entering the comp, and they couldn't even sign players until the exact same time everyone else.
Yeah, but they
could.
had Wayne Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? They could have had Wayne Bennett at Perth if they.
Do you know what?
put the money in.
What's happened to Perth? Which alarm bells ring.
And remember, hold on, before we go with that, remember Perth is still funded by North Sydney. There is a lot of money in that club, so they're
I don't know
better
the
off than
exact
Redcliffe.
specifics of that relationship.
They
though.
had
Well, they're the Bears.
they had all this war chest, and they failed in every one of their marquee signings. The Bears. That's alarm bells.
Yeah, because no one thinks they're going to be any good. There's no benefit.
No, nobody wants to probably live in Perth.
Well, not only that,
Beautiful, though.
who wants to fly 4 hours every single weekend at a minimum, and 8 or 7 to New Zealand?
I think
Yeah,
every
they'll
second
I think
weekend.
they'll get a favourable draw though.
Well,
They have to.
They should have.
They have to.
It should be divisions, and they shouldn't have to play in New Zealand.
So, do you reckon?
And look at all the teams that have to travel at the moment. New Zealand,
Yeah.
North Queensland, they're both
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah.
One comp between them.
And Brisbane don't travel that much either.
No. But
Yeah.
Cowboys and New Zealand
One
travel
comp.
3 hours at least every night, right?
Yeah.
They travel the most.
One between them.
Canberra's also a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
I
Of
mean,
people.
other than a team full of, potential immortals, they've not been able to do it either.
Nobody wants to live in Canberra either.
Yeah. And Tim knows, we know how much Tim likes that Canberra Raiders team from the 90s.
Do you
the
reckon?
Spinies.
Do you reckon?
No, they're real.
Do you reckon?
Have I spoken about them that much, have I?
No, I don't remember.
You don't
Doesn't
remember.
remember.
You were not happy with them being the best spine ever.
No, not the best spine ever, but a very good one.
Do you reckon the Perth Bears win a game next year?
Yeah, they'll win a game. They'll be second last.
What's success?
Second
next year?
last.
Fourth last.
How many wins?
8.
8 wins. You think success?
Yep, they're gonna be terrible.
Mate, that is a high bar. I think
I'm actually with Boldo on this one.
I think they'll be lucky.
So the Dragons have got 2 wins. The Tigers have currently got 7.
I think the Bears will be lucky to win 4 games. Lucky.
Yeah, that's why success is 8.
That's what I'm saying.
I think,
Yeah.
but I think if they're higher than the Dragons, that's success.
The Dragons will be
it's-
last next season.
No, it's not. It's
No,
the difference.
No,
is,
the Bears are going to be last.
yeah, correct.
the
Bears
difference
are gonna
is
be
the
last.
Dragons have history, and you can kind of cop a bad year like
The
that.
Dragons are going to be last.
Perth needs success within the first 5 years. They're not going to get it. They'll be out the comp.
Tell you what, when you look at that ladder, you look at how bad Brisbane's season is. Oh my god, what?
Yeah, Madge gone.
Mine is 132.
Madge is gone. Madge is gone at the end of the season.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't in the script this week, boys. Let's move on from Brisbane.
Yep, moving on.
No, we did say Melbourne and Brisbane line through.
Yeah,
Gone.
line through.
Okay, line
Yeah,
through.
they're like
We
the
all
West-
agree.
Like the West Tigers, they're not getting spoken about again. All right, you know what it's now time for?
This is upset alert. Upset alert. Don't say we didn't warn you. Upset alert.
That's right. It's time for Upset Alert, the hottest segment in all of NRL sports podcasting. The segment where we tell you which teams are on Upset Alert. Not because we think they're going to win, but because they're on alert. Now, guys, if you want to just win at the betting, just follow my tips. I win over the Upset Alert every single week. But, what would I know?
You're going good, really good.
Yeah, no, I'm going pretty well.
Like the Sharks.
Yeah.
Won't miss a tip for the rest of the year.
Yep. Well, that's true. All right. So what do we got this week? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Yep.
I'll go. Newcastle to beat
The
the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Are they not favourites in that?
No, there's $1 difference.
Oh, God. That
was the one
I
that stood
think
out to
those
me
are
too.
juicy odds, considering the fact that we're still competing, even though we've got players out. The Broncos season's pretty much over. Their form's a flip of a coin. I reckon we can put a score on Brisbane and really get them gone for the season.
Oh, good stuff.
Yep.
I've got a funny feeling about the Titans over the Warriors.
Titans over the Warriors.
Yeah, which funnily enough, you can get better odds on Newcastle than you can on the Titans.
Yeah,
So
weird, isn't it?
definitely, I think that's just a good bet all around. Before we jump into yours, Boulder, I'm assuming it's going to be the Cowboys over the Roosters, given they've got such an easy draw on the way home. Is that right?
You just saw me looking at the matches. Worked out which one. You saw me having a sneaky look at
No,
it.
you said it. They've got an easy draw home. Why not start with the easiest team in the comp, the Roosters, eh?
I reckon
So,
there's
so you're on the, hold on, let's just stay with the Titans. So you think the frisky Titans can get over the Warriors on Gold Coast
No.
on a Saturday
Yeah, I got
at 3 p.m.? I reckon they can too.
I got a little. I worry a little bit about the Warriors at the moment.
Do you know
I
what
don't
that'll
why.
be? That'll be a home game for the Warriors. The amount of Kiwis
Oh, it
that
always
live
is.
in Queensland, and the Gold Coast, it'll literally feel like Mount Smart Stadium, and they'll play like it's a home game. Warriors easy.
Mm.
Titans have won the last 2.
Yeah, but
Narrowly lost to the Storm, whose season was on the line.
there's another
Beat the Panthers
there's
by
a-
a point.
there's another good upset alert here, which I think can happen.
What, the Raiders beating the Panthers?
Rabbits.
Melbourne at
Beating the-
home.
Oh, against Canterbury.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's one that could happen.
I was going to tip the Rabbits to beat the Sharks in an upset alert. but I'm
Really?
looking, no.
No.
No, Sharks aren't losing. We've already determined that.
Oh, what about the West Tigers and Eels? Let's have a look at that. Oh,
Oh, that is
yeah. All right.
You could,
I haven't given mine
you
yet.
hate the Eels.
I haven't given mine yet.
Why do you hate the
I'm
Eels?
going to give. Oh, actually, we'll go into.
We'll get to the tips. So you're on. Your upset alert is
Newcastle.
Newcastle. You're on, Tim.
Gold Coast.
All right. My upset alert. This is because I am the Puxatawny Phil. Not because I'm covered in fur, but because I could see the future. Lots of noise around the West Tigers. The Eels will be coming down. The Eels never play well against the crap teams. West Tigers, $3.07 to beat the Eels. West Tigers are going to do them at Combank Stadium. And last time, the West Tigers beat them last time out this year
By a lot.
by 2 points.
Do you know?
Don't know how they'll turn that around, to be honest.
The Tigers,
You're onto something.
mate. They're literally they're getting beat by 50.
Nah, the Tigers, they're going to come good. Benji, masterclass. You
Margin? Gives margin.
wait. 8.
Okay.
8.
Do you know
Well,
what?
that'd be a really-
I might just do that as a bet because if it comes off, I'll be like cheering on one.
You know, I wouldn't even watch the game then. They could be up by 8 with a minute to go, and I still wouldn't watch it. Yeah, wouldn't even watch it.
Well,
Uh,
it's not exactly like a brilliant game, that one, though, is it? So what can you say? All right, let's go through the rest of these matches. So the Cowboys are playing the Roosters. I did think about going the Cowboys on my upset alert, but chose not to. The Cowboys beating the Roosters this year in May. And before that, the Roosters pumped them in 2025. Tim, your Roosters, they can do the Cowboys, can't they?
Yeah, I'm going to tip us this week. I think we need to prove that we're contenders. So I think we'll go out to make a bit of a statement. I know we've won 5 in a row, and that looks good on a record. It doesn't look good the way we're performing at the moment. I think Robbo will
You're the one right form team. You'll be talking about you guys next week.
Robbo will get the boys up for that one, and then they'll go to the Mad Cow.
Adrian, can you see any problem for the Roosters this week?
nah, easy win.
Yeah, you don't like the Cowboys, do you?
No, I don't mind the Cowboys. I just think the Roosters are a much better team.
All right, the Dragons play the Dolphins on Friday night at 6 p.m. at Wynn Stadium.
Is Katoa back or not yet?
No,
I think
he's got a
back.
few more
He's got
weeks.
another week.
Yeah.
Definitely the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dragons. the Dragons are.
Go back. Yeah, no, definitely the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely the Dolphins.
No, I don't want to give the
Dragons were my lock last week.
You watch that win now.
Yeah.
Storm versus the Bulldogs.
I'm going to go to Storm for the upset here.
Well, the Storm definitely
Yeah.
done.
They're done, but I just think at home, they'll just have a bit of fight in them. I think they've got pride as a club and as players, and I just think they'll just
Well, if
keep
they win
fighting
every
to the
match, they
end.
can still make it.
Yeah, I think they're a chance.
Hughes still, is he back? I know he's back this week. Is
Who?
this Jerome Hughes.
Yeah, he was back last week, but
Okay.
they've lost Harry. Harry did a hammy.
Yeah, they're done.
But they started Harry off the bench. Did you see that on the weekend?
Yeah, they knew that.
Interesting.
They knew that.
Yeah, he was cook. All right, yeah, I'm still going to go the Storm. I agree with
Nah,
Adrian. I think
Bulldogs
it's too
win.
much pride in the
Bulldogs
in the
win.
jersey.
Bulldogs have beat them. Then we got the Titans and the Warriors.
Warriors, it'll be a home game for the Warriors with all their Kiwi fans. So I think Warriors win.
Yeah, I'm on the Wars.
Titans. I'm
I
actually tipping the Titans. Not
hope the
upset one.
Titans can win. What about the Panthers and the Raiders? $1.31 for the Panthers against their 1990 and 1991 grand final opponents.
Tim was chatting about Raiders are in really good form at the moment. They've won the last 4 or 5, Tim.
Four.
Four in a row.
I just don't think they play the style. Penrith won't let them play the style they've been playing over the last 4 weeks. Penrith win. They'll go to that grinding where Canberra love a free-flowing game. Panthers will not allow that.
Oh, I think Penrith will win, but I don't think this is going to be the odds are a lot further against the Raiders than I would tip them. I think the Raiders could give them a bit of trouble here. Panthers, but I think it'll be tighter. I think it'll be -12.
Would have been a good one for an upset alert as well. This one.
Hard with
I
Penrith.
can't quite get to that, but
Nah.
I think that the Raiders have a better chance than the odds suggest.
Yeah, I reckon that's probably right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. As he goes back to the Perth Bears website. What's the next match we've got?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yep. Get season back on track. Brisbane.
Even though you're not favourites.
Brisbane officially dead.
Tim?
Brisbane, Newcastle.
The Broncos will win.
Thanks for confidence, mate.
You got too many injuries.
When Pong is back, we'll be right.
We'll see. Sharks and Rabbits.
Where is that?
Shark Park, I'm going. 2:00.
Ocean Protect Stadium, please.
Ocean Protect, yeah.
And your sponsors pay good money, mate. You're the official
Oh,
podcast.
I'm not. I'm actually the unofficial podcast.
True.
Latrell's not back, is he?
No.
Then Sharks.
We just spoke about how good the Sharks are playing
Yeah.
against them.
No. And the last match is, the West Tigers and the Eels. So you guys give the West Tigers any chance?
No. I think the furnace just gets hotter and hotter and hotter for the West Tigers and Benji. And, you said at the end of the season, Madge gone. Tigers don't win a game. Benj gone.
I think the Eels will win 13 plus.
Yeah, agreed.
West
Very,
Tigers.
very comprehensive.
Agreed. They will absolutely put a score
West
on
Tigers
them.
by 8.
They lose every game of the rest of the season, Tigers. Benji gone?
He might
I think
self-select.
I think he's gone anyway.
Yeah, I think
He might self-select.
They've,
He might have had
they've
enough.
gone back. Look, we discussed it before. There's no way that they turn that club around in the next 3 to 5 years with Benji there.
No. It's a shame for Benji, but that's the way it is looking, and the cookie crumbles for you, Big Benj. All right, boys, thanks for coming in.
Getting to the pointy end of the season.
Yeah.
Smells almost
Smells like
Spring.
September.
When you get that little smell in the air, the
Oh,
old Matty
you know,
Johns.
when there's that little bit of warmth and
Yeah,
you
that
just
bit
know
of
those
warmth.
beers just taste a little
You know
bit
another good-
crisper.
Sharks are good when they play during the day, when the warm weather.
Look at you. I can't wait in September we do finals preview because there's no way we can't talk about anything else other than maybe the Sharks or the Roosters. Nice one, maybe, but it'll be great.
Very good. All right, boys, thanks for coming in.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next Monday.
Thanks, mate.
Go Sharks.